Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Giants going up against the Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And now running right through him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Here's Rodgers to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
58!
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So possession one ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now look at 56. Let's go. 56. 19.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Slot man moves right.
No. Check. Patriot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. Boom,
the wide receiver moving to a new spot. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And, oh, he is really laid out up that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now out come the Giants. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
319, 258.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Ingram holds it in. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver.
26. 6 count. Hey, 50.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Drops it off for Coleman. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rodgers again now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate, let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun! All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Now back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Beckham will go in motion right. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This is fielded inside the 5. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Motion, motion, motion.
They'll set up the throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
20! And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second down following the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Reset. Hey, easy. 26.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 28.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Play clock winding down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st down, Rodgers going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good move. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Coleman now. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. play fake here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And look out. I think he's going to go. 30, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much, right?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
319. You reset. Hey, easy. 20. You reset. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patrick.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right. Check. Quick, right. Reset. 18.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Giants on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, it's Coleman, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all.
Now the ball comes loose. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and goal. In motion right is the running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And a loose football. And who's got it? The Giants.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.